What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you for Dan's Vinyl Channel. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. Hopefully you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying away from all the COVID stuff. Anyway, I want to explain this video for a second. And as you can see by the title, this is my 1 year anniversary of making my first video and joining the VC. It was completely accidental that I would notice that, to the day, was a complete accident. So what's going on? As you guys can see back here, I've got some Genesis records that I'm showing up here. I got their self-titled album, which I like to call Shapes, and then I've got Selling England by the Pound right here. Those are some of my favorite albums, and I'm getting ready to do Bill at the Vinyl Versus 2 year anniversary. So I thought, I think it's been somewhat like a year since I've joined the VC. Let me see. And I go on, and it's exactly the day. So it was on this day last year, March 29th, 2019, that I joined the VC with my first video, which was a contest entry into Rob Walker Let the Music Play's 100 subscriber contest. So anyway, so once again, Rob, if you're seeing this, dude, thank you for doing that contest and making me do it. So what did I do on that? It was a Gimme 5. So this is a Gimme 5, and it's just 5 records I haven't shown. Why haven't I shown them? It's because I just picked them up. That's why. So these are recent finds. So I'm just going to do just for a little anniversary. It's not really a celebration or anything. Just wanted to make another video, a Gimme 5 video, where I talk about 5 records that I haven't shown in the VC before. And I haven't shown these because, guys, like I said, I just picked them up. So, let's start out. So, before the COVID thing happened, it was a Monday. I want to say was it March 9th, maybe? Has it been 2 weeks? It's been over 2 weeks ago? I think it has been. I think it was the 9th. I went to the record store for the last time. So I was like, I knew that things were going to start closing. I just knew it was going to happen. So I was like, I really want to go to the record store and I really want to get some stuff. So I went to In the Groove Records in Jeff City, which is now temporarily closed due to the coronavirus outbreak. And I picked up 3 records from Jamie's shop there. So, here we go. All right. So, the first one, let me see. The first one that I noticed that day was one I had been looking for a while. You guys know me by now. If you watched my channel over this past year, you kind of know that I have this obsession with synth pop. I have an obsession with new wave and synth pop and stuff like that. I like all kinds of music, as you guys probably know. Genesis is one of my favorite bands, but this is not a Genesis record. This is Erasure. Yeah, Erasure. The Innocence. Oh, this album is so awesome. This is a great record, man. This has Chains of Love on it. But what I'm finding out on this, the Innocence record by Erasure, is that I love each and every one of these entries. A Little Respect, Ship of Fools, Phantom Bride, Chains of... there's not a song on here. This is all killer, no filler, folks. Erasure. This is top shelf synth pop. So I picked this album up, and look at the condition that's in. It's just beautiful. Love the album art. Love it. It's in great shape. Had the original inner sleeve in there and everything. I just love it when you could find a good album. This is from 1988. Erasure's The Innocence. So there's number 1 on my Gimme 5. So I guess this is just going to become, just kind of a normal thing. This is on the Sire label. Guys, I've never seen anything on this label that sounded like crap. I really haven't. That Sire, Beggar's Banquet, it's normally really good stuff. But Erasure's The Innocence from 1988. Another 1988 album that's absolutely amazing. So let me see here. So that's number 1 in the Gimme 5. Number 2, what I found at the record shop. Well, actually, I saw this as soon as I walked in. Because I had just talked to my wife and I was like, you know what? If I see this album, I'm going to buy this. And bam. There it was, The Doors, L.A. Woman. This is a 1977 repress. You can see It doesn't have the corner like curve on there. This is a fantastic record from the Doors. A lot of blues going on in this album. You know, Jim was in his bearded state right there. I'm a huge fan of the Doors. You know, when I was a kid, back in, it was 89 or 88, the Doors movie came out with Val Kilmer. It was directed by, oh my gosh, you know, it was directed by that guy. The director, Oliver Stone. Yes, it was directed by Oliver Stone. And the movie was absolutely amazing. I went and saw it with my best friend Jason, and we came home and we felt like we had just tripped. That's kind of how it felt. Felt like we were just getting over like a 3-hour peak. It was insane. Anyway, L.A. Woman, just great Doors record here. Riders on the Storm, L.A. Woman's on this. A lot of Love Her Madly, Changeling, just a fantastic record. A lot of blues influence on that one. The Doors, love the Doors. The Doors, one of the few like American bands of that time period that really just killed it, and just some great stuff, great musicianship. What a loss in all, Ray Manzarek and Jim, losing those two guys. Of course, we lost Jim a long time ago, but Ray Manzarek passed what was that, a few years ago. Just a shame. And Ian Astbury was singing with those guys from The Cult, which, The Cult is in like my top 5 favorite bands. I mean, it's like Genesis, The Cult, and Fleetwood Mac, and a few others. But, Ian Astbury did a great job as not as Jim Morrison, but kind of filling those shoes. You should check out some of their stuff. I believe they were called the Doors of the 20th Century or the 21st Century. They were live on Conan right after 9/11. That's when I saw that performance. I believe you could find that on YouTube, so get a chance to check that out. Anyway, the Doors, L.A. Woman. There's number 2 on the list of Gimme Five. Number 3, one that I picked up there, was this gem, Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. Love this album. I've owned this before, but it was in such bad shape. This one is really, really top condition. Had the 7-inch record inside. Perfect. This is minty. It does have a little bit of ring wear, but that's to be expected from an album. I believe this is from, what was this, 73? 76. From 1976. This had the 7-inch. It's got the nice lyric booklet in there. So, it's always nice to find... it's like I have seen this record, but you never see it with the 7-inch and the booklet. So this one happened to have both of them. And for a tenner, oh man, you can't beat this record. Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. That's one that's gotten played like 3 or 4 times already. Number 4 on the list. This one came out 1995. And this stayed in my car up until, just a couple of years ago when I finally lost the CD. And just a fantastic band, an absolute phenomenal record, Live's Thrilling Copper. Now, let me give you a little bit of a warning here. This is the second record that I've shown lately that is a new press, and it kind of fails on, it's like sonically. It's, I don't know if it's my system. I'm not like an audiophile. I mean, I do know what sounds good. There's some distortion in some parts. I'm not getting that from other albums. I thought maybe it was a needle. I've got the Moon Gel to clean my needle. I've cleaned this record already. I've done some things that I've tried to do, and the sound just isn't quite there. If anybody else has this 25th anniversary, if you can let me know, maybe it's just a flaw in my pressing. I don't know, but sonically it's just not the greatest. And you know what kind of annoys me? Is that there is this like, it's like part of the record, this 25th anniversary right there. That kind of bothers me. They could have done that in a sticker, but I guess they wanted to differentiate this from previous pressings. This is on black vinyl. I mean, it's nice, heavyweight, 180 gram. There's beautiful inserts, you know, with great, you know, lyric inserts and photographs. And this, you know, it's a substantial record. It's, you know, I like things. I don't like flimsy records. I like things that feel good. This feels good. It just doesn't sound the best. I don't know if this is, like I said, if anybody else has this 25th anniversary, please comment below. I'd love to know how it sounds on your system. But I do love this record, and I am happy to have it. I'm not complaining. I love live. I'm still on the lookout for Mental Jewelry, and Secret Samadhi is going to be on my list as well to come up soon. Hopefully I'll have that one. But Live's Throwing Copper, just a phenomenal record. There's not a bad song on this. So even if it doesn't sound great sonically, it's still worth a listen because it's Throwing Copper, and it's one of the most amazing records I've ever listened to in my life. So it's one of the best. All right, so last but definitely not least, you guys know I'm a synth pop, I'm a new wave, and I am a huge fan of this band. These guys, you know, I was watching The Professor of Rock. You guys ever watch his video? Check it out. He's got a really interesting channel. I don't know who the guy is, but he was talking about these guys being the Beatles of the 80s, and that is Tears for Fears. Of course, Roland Orbisol there and Kurt Smith, Tears for Fears. This is The Seeds of Love, and it's got this awesome hype sticker on it. I love a record that has a good hype sticker. But if you see it says Sowing the Seeds of Love, and it's got the song Women in Chains on it. I didn't know there was a song by Tears for Fears called Women in Chains. I know there's a Woman in Chains, and Advice for the Young at Heart. This is still in the shrink, obviously. It's in great tip-top shape. I got a fantastic deal on it. I love the artwork that Tears for Fears did on this album. It's very reminiscent of a Beatles kind of cover there. If you guys see that, beyond that, sorry about the glare there, but if you guys can see that. And the song, Sowing the Seeds of Love, the video was very Beatles-esque as well, and the song itself is Beatles-esque. So just some great artwork here from Tears for Fears, and art pop, synth pop, just a great band. The Tears for Fears, just one of the best. This song, or this album is it's just killer. There's nothing really more to say about it. If you're a Tears for Fears fan, you see that record out and about, pick it up because it's not an easy one to find. I actually ordered that. That was a Discogs transaction that went good. I always love a Discogs transaction that goes good. So anyway, guys, yeah, I just had to do another Gimme 5 because you know what? It's been a year since I've done my first Gimme 5. And so, you know, March 29th of next year, if I'm still walking around and sucking air on this planet, I'll do another one of these Gimme 5s. So, anyway, you guys take it easy. You can't go out and dig them records, right? But you can dig your own records at home. That's what you got to do. You got to dig them records. Got to dig them records. All right? You got your own records. I'm sure there's tons of stuff that you haven't listened to here. Let me see here. I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to pick out an album that a lot of you probably have. And I'm going to challenge you. All right, you metalheads. Who's got Defenders of the Faith? When's the last time you listened to Defenders of the Faith? Was it 2 weeks ago? Was it 6 months ago? Was it 3 months ago? If it was 4 months or more ago, you need to pop this on today. I'm going to pop this on today because it's probably been 5-6 months since I listened to Defenders of the Faith. So Defenders of the Faith is going on. That's my challenge to you today, you metalheads that have this awesome, amazing Judas Priest record in your collection. Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith. Take a listen. Dig that record. All right? Do that one today. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Peace out. Stay safe, guys. I love you all. Have a great rest of your weekend and a great week, okay? Guys, just stay positive, and we'll talk to you later.